Hey guys, what's up? It's Dragon Rock 86. I want to apologize in advance for this. If this video seems like it's not level, my tripod is kind of messing up on me, but I just got home from Popapalooza, which is a Comic-Con. Basically, it was a Comic-Con for, by the way, I'm sorry about the mess in the background that you can see on my futon. It's costume paraphernalia, because, you know, I was getting ready for the con. But anyways, Popapalooza is basically, it's a convention for people that like to collect pops, dorbs, anything that Funko put out, pretty much. And that's all it was. That's all people were selling were Funko stuff. Those of you that watch my videos know that I'm not a huge fan of pops. Well, I like pops. I'm not going to say I'm not a huge fan. I like pops, but I don't have a major collection of it, and I usually don't buy them because I like them, but they just usually don't appeal to me. But at this convention, it was different. I bought quite a few, and I'm going to show them to you here. So, enjoy, guys. Anyways, like I said, I don't really want to be one of those real mad collectors of pops and stuff, so it really didn't appeal to me. There was one pop in particular that I seen and I had to have because I liked the character so much and I really wanted the pop. But I'll get to that in a bit. Right now I'm going to show you all that I got. So, alright. Bag one. Let me take the tag off here. Okay. I got a negative Batman. Now, I know it kind of looks like a ninja, but when I seen this Funko for the first time, I was like, man, this Funko looks awesome. Disregard like the fact that it looks like he's wearing a pair of white underwear. But I think that this Batman is really awesome. I think I love it. I thought that it was a really amazing outside the box Batman, especially since, I mean, he might have been in the comics, I'm not sure, but I've never seen him, and this convention was the first I've ever seen this pop. So I was like, I walked past it a couple times. There's quite a few people that are selling this one at different prices, obviously. I seen this one for $10, so I had to snatch it up. It was a really awesome pop. And it's a Target exclusive. $10 for a Target exclusive. There's a Target in my neck of the woods, but it's like, it's really far away, so like I don't get to go to it. So I got to get an awesome Target pop for real cheap. Now, next thing was one of the 2 diamonds in the rough that I got at this con, and are you kidding me right now? This is what I hate, you know, when people resell these, they put a sticker on here of their price instead of putting something like this on there that's easy to peel off, because then when you peel it off, it makes the whole thing look like crap. There we go. I got it off relatively easy. But Swamp Thing, it's a PX Previews exclusive. I've never heard of PX exclusive, preview exclusive, blah, blah, blah. Can't talk. But I love Swamp Thing. I actually have one of the original Swamp Thing comics. It's vintage. Pretty sure that it's worth some money. It's not in the greatest condition in the world, but now I have a Swamp Thing Funko Pop. And from what I've seen, I've seen that there was another one that a good friend of mine was selling. So yeah, I kind of think I'm gonna message them later and ask them to hold it for me so I can buy it off of them. It's pretty much the same thing that this is, except it smells or something. I don't know. I've never heard of it, but just to have both versions of Swamp Thing, which was my childhood hero, other than Batman, of course. Alright, and speaking of Batman, oh, hold on. Hold down a tick. Maybe. Really? Like, is it seriously stuck on there? Why do people do this? Why? That way, whenever you peel it off, there we go. Anyways, I got my first mashup. It's a Imposter, the Riddler. It was $5, which was a very good deal. I always liked the Riddler. One of my favorite episodes of the Batman animated series is that Riddler episode where Batman and Robin have to go through the maze that the Riddler has constructed for them. And yeah, this were awesome. I'm gonna try and get all the Imposter Batman figures, but I really like this one. I mean, look at the awesome detail. I'm sorry if there's a glare. Look at the awesome detail, like, of all the question marks and stuff. It's really awesome. Put this down here. Next, I got, it's part of the Batman universe. It's not really a Batman, and I got it for $5 as well. It's the Arkham Knight from Batman Arkham Knight. It looks pretty freaking awesome too. It really caught my eye because I really thought it was amazing looking. They did a good job on the sculpt. I mean, you can see the if my I'm sorry about the glare again, but there's the kind of a close-up of the camo suit that they give it. It's really awesome. I wouldn't mind owning the Arkham Knight helmet, and I'm gonna kind of put that right there because I'm running out of space. But actually, I'm gonna put all these back in the bag. But I thought that it was really awesome to. I really liked Arkham Knight's character a lot. I wonder what time it is. Okay, I had to check, guys. I'm sorry. But anyways, bag 2. Now, I'm gonna actually show you. Actually, I had 3 diamond in the roughs that I got here. This is number 1 that I got. This isn't the thing that got me starting to buy at Popapalooza, but Batman the Animated Series has forever been my all-time favorite show. I actually have a bootleg of the entire series on DVD, and this Batman was always and always will be my absolute favorite cartoon Batman. I don't care how many different Batman animated series they make. This one will always be my favorite, and he doesn't have a smile on his face, which is awesome because Batman in Batman the Animated Series, he never laughed, he never smiled. There's only one time that I can recall that he actually smiled, and it wasn't a smile, it was a laugh. The Joker was tricking a guy, I can't remember what his name was now, but he wanted to blow these guys up. He had some dirt on this guy, and so he got him to open the door for him so they can bring the cake in and set the bomb off and all that stuff. I think his name was Harvey. I can't recall. I honestly can't. But he had a bomb in his hand, which he threw to the Joker, and the Joker was real scared and screaming for Batman to help him and everything, and then Batman showed up and he threw the bomb to him, and he was scared to death. He was petrified. He ran behind Batman, and then the bomb didn't explode. In fact, I think it just did a little poof into like some party stringers or something like that, and that caused Batman to start laughing really loud and really really bad. I think that was the only time that Batman ever laughed in Batman the Animated Series, and it's very memorable for me. He laughed also in Batman the Killing Joke, which is kind of like a darker variation to Batman the Animated Series, and here I am getting into a review about Batman, and I apologize, but yeah. Anyways, the next thing I got was the crown jewel of the collection, and the big thing that caused me wanting to get any of these Batman pops in the first place. Blackest Night Batman. My all-time favorite Batman, aside from the animated Batman. This will forever be my favorite. I have almost all the Blackest Night comics. I'm just missing like 3 issues of it, and Blackest Night Batman was always my favorite. When I love zombies, I've always loved zombies, and the fact that there's a crisscross between Batman being a zombie was just awesome as hell. And yeah, there's another close-up of the Blackest Night Batman Funko Pop, which I absolutely love. So, last but most certainly not least, guys. Now, to anybody that watches my YouTube channel, you know that I absolutely hate Dorbs. I hate them because they're all smiling, and they're all like super cartoony. Like, I think they're okay for kids, but for adults I just don't like them, and I don't think they're really suitable in my opinion. But I mean, if you collect Dorbs, okay, I'm not gonna bash you for that, but I'm just saying, I absolutely hate Dorbs. I think they're the worst thing that Funko Pop ever did. But my one and only Dorbs that I'll ever buy, I got at this convention. And let me show you why. It's a Blackest Night Batman Dorbs. That's the only reason that I bought it, was because it was Blackest Night Batman. And that's my favorite Batman. And so now I have the Dorbs, and I'm sure that they've probably done another Dorbs variation of Blackest Night Batman. And I hope they didn't do another variation of Blackest Night Funko Pop Batman, but they could have. But anyways, very glad that I got this. And with that, guys, that is the end of this Return from Popapalooza video. Now, they're having another one in September. I'm not sure what time, what date, or anything like that. I just know that it's going to be in September. It's in Pennsylvania, to those of you that are watching around the world, Pennsylvania, US. And it's going to happen in Pittsburgh. They rent out a building. It's not at the Bellevue Beer Distributor / Collector's Cave building. It's at a different building. And it's all about Funko Pops and Funko Pop related stuff that Funko's put out. Prices vary. I mean, sorry, I can't talk. Prices vary. Some people might have their prices extremely expensive, while others might have their prices low, and they might still have, you know, be able to. They might still be able to accept haggling, like, you know, go lower for you. Like, what was it that I got for $7.50? I mean, that was $7.50. That was $7 that I got lower. Was it Arkham Knight? No, it wasn't Arkham Knight. What was it that I got for $7? I got them to go low on. Now I've got to look. I'm sorry, guys. You know what? It was Negative Batman. They were selling Negative Batman for. It was $10. Yeah, it was $10. No. Was it? Damn, I'm trying to remember. I'm sorry. My mind is all over the place tonight, but They were selling Imposter Batman for you know what? It was $10, and I asked them if they would take $5 for it, and they said no, but they would take $7 for it. So I was like, okay, sold. So yeah, a lot of them will work with you depending upon the Funko Pop and depending upon the vendor, because some vendors think that they have gold and they won't budge on prices, and they want their prices going way up. So yeah, like I said, I didn't get there was one thing that I wanted so bad because I thought that it would go great with my various Batman Funko Pops that I got at this one, and that was the Funko Pop Rides Batmobile. I wanted it really bad, but there was only one person at the convention that was selling it, and they wanted $30 for it. I didn't have $30 at the time. Of course, I didn't know at the time that I would have all these nice Batman Funko Pops. So I guess I'll have to look for it online and see if I can find it cheaper than $30. Hopefully. Keep your fingers crossed for me, guys, because I really want to get it. Now, the other thing that the main pop that I went for at the convention that I wanted was, nobody was selling them. Nobody had them. It was and I actually never even heard of the Funko Pop line. It's called Funko Pop Vinyl Icons Patrick Bateman. And believe me, if you guys have seen the collectible, it looks amazing, and I'm a huge fan of American Psycho, and I blame my buddy Sean Poland for that, because he he kept telling me that I need to watch it and I need to watch it and need to watch it, and then finally I bought the Blu-ray for like $3.75 on eBay, and yeah, that movie really grabbed a hold of me, and I love it now. I'm addicted to it. And so yeah, but I'm sorry, I'm getting off subject, but I'm just saying, that's like the Funko that I really want most of all, but it looks like I'm gonna have to buy it online, which sucks because people want like $25 for it online, and I'm sure that I could get it cheaper than that, but I haven't seen it yet any cheaper. But anyways, again, I'm getting off subject. I'm sorry, guys. This is the end of the video. Popapalooza was a hell of a blast, especially with my two best friends. I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be the Steel City Con August return. You guys have a good one. Have a good night. Have an awesome weekend. Catch yous later.